It's actually so much easier when we start already down the hole. But that is a real nice hole. But we need to figure out what we're actually doing down here. There's a hard hat. We can jiggle. Objective number 1, pickaxe. Pick it up. With F, not E. We take that. Now we mine and deposit ore. I like this. We can just get straight to it. Which one's the ore? You? That was definitely some kind of ore. Can we take this up or do we need to physics jiggle it? Oh, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. So it goes in there. And in the conveyor belt it goes. We got money. We got $4.21. How much for this one? We need to find more valuable ore. I'm pretty sure this is just like a rock. But somebody wants that rock. That actually gave us another $4.20 something cents. We just need to scale it up. This one's right beside the mining bin, so this is a big rock. Do you guys want a big rock? Are you hungry there, little bin thing? You go ahead and eat up. We'll get you lots of food today. Gotta do one more of those. There's 3 of them. Can we pick up multiple of those or attach them together? Nope. Well, I know there's some unlockables, so we'll see what we can do with that. We've already hit our goal, but I'm an overachiever, only when I play video games, and even then, not often. We now purchase ore magnet from the computer shop. This isn't a computer shop, this is a computer. There's a lot of fun parts. There's machines, these get expensive. Polishing machine, fun. Building tools. So this is a basic tier 1 pickaxe we have, so those get better. There's a handheld lantern so you guys can see a hammer. That deconstructs place buildings. We want the ore magnet. For $50, we now have whatever that is. Collect ore magnet tool from the elevator shaft. Oh, okay. Now we need to deposit 20 iron and 10 coals. So now I think we, oh. I wonder how reliable this is. Hold on a sec. I've used some ore magnets in my time. So I want to see if we can really reliably use it for a large chunk of ore. Oh, there's different color rocks over here. Did actually explore a little bit. This is a bigger rock. Nothing new in there. Can I break you? Can I break you? You sound like you'll break. Yeah, okay. You sound like you'll break. You sound like you'll break too. I love talking to rocks. Yeah, so far that's actually really nice and reliable. That's good to know in case, you know, we want to have some scaling options. So all of you go in there. How do we, perfect. Why did it shoot when I let it go? It should just let it go straight downwards. It doesn't have to be dramatic about it. Just get in the hole. You know, I'll figure that out eventually. Anyways, that's it. Now we got 10 out of 20 and 7 out of 10, so we'll get right back to work. And I'm sure there's some more valuable stuff hiding down here somewhere. All this looks about the same. We'll put it down in the hole before releasing it. Yeah, that's a little better. I need a faster one of these things, especially with some of the tools I saw that were available to me. We do have $114. I haven't actually paid attention to price yet at all. Little deposit in there. Are you in? Are you going? Yeah, that seems to work well. A couple more of those, and I don't know what kind those were. That looked like iron? Oh, okay, we're just done. Purchase Auto Miner Mark 1 from the computer. Before doing that, I want to have a quick look around. Is that mineable? That might be mineable. It's very dark in some of these spots. I was just wanting to see if there's anything sitting around that would obviously help me. There's a mine shaft going down here. That's a different color. It gets very dark in that direction so you guys can't see, so we're not going to go that way yet. There's no point in me being stupid if you guys can't witness it. So an auto miner is $500. There's an ore analyzer, crusher, blast furnace, polishing machine, rolling mill. Okay, we got that on us now. So we can put it all sorts of places. And they have different odds for different stuff. This one gives iron and coal mostly. It has a chance for crushed iron and diamond. Diamond could be fun. This could give emeralds. This could give diamonds and crushed. I think I'm seeing a pattern here. This one has a chance for emerald and diamonds. I think I like the sound of that. Diamonds are something I could probably get used to. I'm going to do this one. So now what do we do? Oh, it's spitting stuff out. Fantastic. At this rate, we'll be billionaires in no time. Can I have another one? Put it in my mouth. I already forgot what the odds were. So now we need to deposit 50 iron ore. Oh, there's an emerald already. That's good luck. I want to pick that up. I want just the emerald. I want to see how much this is worth. Hopefully it's a lot because it's the size of a piece of bread. A large piece of bread at that. That went in and it wasn't a huge amount of money. But obviously a lot more than an individual iron or copper. While I'm waiting for that to spit some more things out, we're just going to mine some of the local dummy rocks. And then we can gather them all up together. Hello, magnet. Magnet power, can you work? All right, magnet power. Oh, we got to re-click to reactivate it. Okay. We're figuring it out slowly, as per usual. So that goes down in there. Can eat all that up. Look at the money roll in. So once we deposit 100 coal, we're going to unlock the hammer and ore analyzer. We can also unlock the ore crusher. Why do I want to crush ore? Can I smelt it into bars maybe? We can buy conveyors. They are quite cheap. There's corner conveyors, straight conveyors, sloped conveyors, conveyor ledge. It's going to be a lot to learn, and these pieces seem pretty expensive. Basically, we're supposed to set up auto miners and deposit all this stuff into there eventually. which is kind of funny because this thing is not super big. And I'm not really sure the best way to go about this yet is because I assume we're going to want to scale it bigger and bigger. There's also stuff up there. I'm going to try some straight conveyors. Let's get 5 of those for $100 and see how big they are. We take them. Okay, got it. There's nice arrows on them to show them. We can rotate them with R. Probably want to deposit them. I don't know how like reliable this is going to be. Do you want to come up here and drop them up there? Maybe there. Oh, it's like a little scoop conveyor. That way the stuff can't fall out. How wonderful. I should probably also just put a thing right here too if I can. Because if that's spitting out right there, in theory, we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but I don't care. Because if I could put a harvester thing there, which I think I still can, then we could just be spitting stuff out really close, but I need 2 corners. Another $40, hopefully well spent. So that'll turn there, and I need probably 1 more straight here. 20 more hard-earned dollars, but at least while we're doing this, my thing is piling up a whole bunch of ore over there, probably. All right, that's snapped in. So that should be a pretty easy thing. I forgot that the auto miners are $500. I thought they were 50 for some reason. We'll get to saving, but for now we got this. This should be worth, I don't know, a few dollars at least. If we find some more diamonds and stuff, that'll be good. The emerald we found was actually really good luck in hindsight. Oh, that was actually worth hundreds of dollars. I basically refuse to mine anything by myself at this point. We got all these other things to do it all for me. There is this different color rock. I do want to break it and see what it's hiding. Okay, more of the same. I guess in the meantime, we can test how well my conveyor system works. It's not quick, but that does seem pretty effective. The end is going to be important. It would be a shame if we actually set this up wrong. But, yep, the physics works. I can actually take the light off this. I don't think I want to do that yet. There's maybe some cool stuff to see elsewhere, but we got to build up a bit of an operation first anyway. We got lots to do right here. Whoops, I'm dropping ore everywhere. That stuff got eaten up for another $40. We're getting closer and closer. Oh, we actually must have completed one of our quests because we unlocked the ore crusher. Crushers ore into smaller, pure pieces. Crushed ore smelts into ingots more efficiently. I assume we use a blast furnace for that. I mean, we could buy that for $200. That's kind of working against what we need to be doing, but when do I ever do things in the right way? Okay, so that's going to, I think, work like that. I think I see the green arrow at the top of it. It's a little hard to see. Yeah, okay, so ore needs to come in the top of it. We'll go ahead and put that there for now, and I'll manage to get the ore into that. At least I lined them up properly. I still really just want to get a thing right here, an auto miner, but we keep spending all our money on all the wrong things. So I might have to go back to good old-fashioned hand mining. Or, alternatively, I might be able to go like that. There you go. Did that work? Oh, that did actually work. I didn't think that would really work. I don't know if that's worth more or not, and I also don't have a blast furnace anyway. But we're making progress. That stuff crumbles in there for a little bit of money. Yeah, I think that did actually increase the value. Do you see what I see? Another emerald. Can we crush the emerald? Hold on a sec. I got something to try. What button was it? Okay, emerald. We need to crush you. Can we hop you in there? Okay, I think I let it go. And it disintegrated. Okay, or it doesn't work in there. Got it. So if we're going to set that up in an automation, we need like a gate to sort the gems out. I kept looking at this little shelf that was sort of up here. And wondering if there's something up here, which there might be. I might actually be able to mine into whatever this is. A little hidey hole. There's something glowing in there. What is that? What are you? Can I break you? What is that? Diamonds? Looks like diamonds. There's also these. That might be gold, actually. All right, well, so that stuff does exist. That's good to know. Diamonds, can you come out of the hole and play with me? Perfect. Golden diamonds for me. I'm just going to go ahead and throw these in there because I don't think we're going to need it for something else. That gave us not as much money as you'd think. But we do have enough for a new miner. One $500 miner. Whoops, hit the wrong button. So if we put that there, that should hopefully just start auto-oring us. And it looks like it's going to work brilliantly. So I'm also going to connect the conveyor. So now I'm going to go around that thing for now, because I feel like it's just not really going to be worth it to deal with that. But now our income has essentially doubled. We just need some more conveyors under transport. Straight conveyors, we actually need quite a lot of those. We'll get all we can get. The pieces will come out of there. We're probably going to, we'll go straight and straight one more. Then we're going to turn a corner and come over to here. So hopefully then we can continue on over there. Should have bought a few corners. Our next quest is actually for a lot of crushed iron, so maybe we should just start crushing it anyway. So I might have to do a raising conveyor, just put it up in there, and yeah, we're gonna have to. We'll crush a few gems along the way. Gems don't seem to be worth a ton anyway, so that's fine. Sloped conveyor moves things up or down. Yeah, give me one of those. We gotta understand what we're dealing with before we buy a bunch, but that looks like it's gonna work out well. Almost like they designed it to do just this. So let's make sure that's gonna go slowly up the thing, drop straight in, gets mulched up. Perfect. And I've got more straight conveyors we can use for a little bit to at least take stuff to here, and then we'll tie it into that system too. In the meantime, we'll just make a mess absolutely everywhere. So we need some corners. I hear stuff breaking. Corner conveyor, we're going to buy 6 of those. Yep, we sure can. And then we just need to be able to avoid some of the in-between pieces. And more straight conveyors, we made another $100 in the meantime. So this will help us just make auto money. Now I don't have to do anything except pick up the whatever ore we dropped. We have a good system going. The ore will automatically come out of there, get mulched up, go over into there. Eventually we'll do splitters and blast furnaces and all sorts of things, but for now I like the simplicity of this. We also need some coal ore. This thing can't mine coal, so I need something that can just auto deposit it. Once I get another $500 so I can buy another machine, and then I can attach with conveyors onto this conveyor system. But now I can get some of these annoying rocks out of the way. This looks like coal. My mining speed is actually pretty quick, so we should probably use our pickaxe more. It's easy now because I don't have to walk all the way over. I could just leave all my stuff on the conveyor. It can actually hold quite a lot. We're 1/5 of the way to the crushed iron, so that'll get us our blast furnace. The coal ore will unlock hammer and ore analyzer. Do I care about analyzing the ore? Like, that's an iron. That's a copper. While the money's flowing in and we're just waiting, I am going to buy a lantern. Now we can see in those dark, scary corners, there's definitely something through there. There's also ore just sitting on the ground. Well, we're going to mine our way through here. I might be able to put the lantern down, but I don't care. I'll mine it out of the way. We'll pull it back up. Through there, we got some glowy mushrooms and a very glowy little area. Ore on the ground. I feel like there could be lots of secret stuff hiding around. We got to parkour your way up a little bit. Maybe? Does that work? That actually worked. That didn't. Maybe that doesn't work. You might be able to go there the other way. It's like a maze. Yep, I did actually get all the way up there. There might be something behind that. This just is right behind where we're actually mining. So it just connects through anyways. I knew I was seeing something behind these ones though. I think there's a diamond. Okay, there's a couple of gold bars. There's a diamond thing. There's a diamond thing. And another diamond thing. And wherever that goes. Right, well, we'll start breaking this up and probably drop the diamonds down below. Try and catch it. Wow, it's got emeralds in it. We'll try and carry a nice little mountain of diamonds. Gather it all up so I can feel like I'm doing something useful. Okay, I think I got it all out of here. Can also take a bit of that stuff while we're at it. Nah, don't want to put that through the crushing machine actually, so we're going to put it right here. Most of it went off. That's okay. We'll put it back on. The conveyor is a little unreliable. Look at all that nice value though. That'll go in. The gold bar's going in. Jumping up the money, actually the gold bars are worth a lot. There's all the diamonds going in. Yeah, they put us well over $1,000. And that means we can buy another auto miner, which I'll buy because we need to find out where we can get this straight up coal. Okay, this one has a 42% chance of mining coal. It spits out straight that way. That should work. Because then we can just do straight conveyors off of that. I'm not really sure what the best way to merge conveyors is going to be. There are T-junction conveyors. We'll try a few of those since we're feeling pretty rich. And we're also just going to buy maybe a few sloped and then a whole bunch of straights. Just so we got all sorts of things to work with. We'll just make a bit of room before we do anything. I really want a bigger whatever. That's fine. Okay, where's our straights? Other way around. They're going to pop out of there and we'll just bring them to wherever they happen to land. I must understand the conveyor before I can master it. That's probably going to be a T conveyor in the end where they're going to combine because I don't think that's going to work. Nope, it's sure not. How do I destroy actually? I need the hammer for that, don't I? Which is currently locked until we mine some coal, which is what that thing's supposed to do. Can I do something? Can I cheese this a little bit? Doesn't look like I can. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do now. I think I just made a big problem. Well, maybe the ore will still manage to find its way over, or I can just help it. It's really nice of the game to let you place all this stuff and then go, oh yeah, by the way, you're not allowed to break anything yet. You've got to unlock that. Well, since we made another $800 and something, we just need more coal, really, is what we're waiting for. I can buy another auto miner, though. I've got lots of conveyors, so I might as well buy another auto miner and just find another coal deposit I can utilize. This one will work almost perfectly, because we can just probably go like that. That's too far, actually. That's not going to work either. Okay, we're going to get creative here. We're going to do a straight conveyor right there. And then I have no idea what we're going to do. We're going to go up and do a curve, I guess. Now that work? That might work. That won't work at all. Well, it will if we just do a roundabout way of doing it. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. We are here for raw efficiency after all. That should be fine, right? That'll drop down there. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, nothing wrong with this situation at all. We got 279 out of 500 to the crushed iron, and the coal is now going to be even more. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little boo-boo. It's really, really slow still, just to mine the 100 coals. So for now, I'm going to let everything pile up. We're going to take a walk back over here. I didn't really finish exploring. I got sidetracked by the diamond nodes in the sky. Over here, there doesn't seem to be anything crazy. There's a big hole down there. There should be a hole in the roof. Maybe up there is where I was with the diamonds. I thought that was going to break on me. I'm not sure what's down there. How do I get out if I fall down? These actually look like gold over here. So I might be able to mine some gold because this just, yeah, connects right back to where I'm at. But there should be a sign maybe that there's gold ore around. Okay, there's lots of what appears to be gold over here. That's good to know. I can mine that up. There's diamond over here too. The deeper part of the mines have good stuff. Old mine carts. I could see a game like this being very nicely scalable. What is that? Can I... Uh-oh. Oh, diamond nodes. More diamond nodes up there. These are the red ones. Okay, so all paths led to this. There's a diamond there. Is there anything else? Why did it lead us here? What's here? Oh, wait. Oh, I can move that. Or sled. Okay, not really sure what the point of that is, but fun. I can't help but wonder if there's something I'm supposed to destroy here. Or something. Oh, maybe I can actually put a miner on that. That looks like a mineable spot that might produce a lot of good stuff. No, I can't help but wonder. Maybe the ore sled actually sits on these tracks. Now that I look at that, where'd that go? It doesn't really seem to, at least not with the current tools. This one actually works though. I found another one that's sitting on the tracks properly. I'd rather just use all my conveyors anyway. Speaking of conveyors, we have 79 of the 100 coal we need to be able to start destroying and fix up my abomination. But I do want an auto miner because there is a spot for it back here. Copper's not available in the demo. I walked all the way here for this. What about you? Copper's not available. This will give iron and, well, basically nothing new. But I wasn't wrong, you can mine here. I'll just take my diamonds and be on my way. We actually have what we need. So we do need to deposit actually 3 diamonds, which we more than threw on the conveyor. Whoops, you guys can all just get on there. So diamonds are done. Now we just need a few emeralds. We're actually overachieving on diamonds. I need to fix that conveyor thing because that's driving me nuts. So we need to buy the hammer. And I think that lets us, yeah, destroy the pieces we don't want so we can replace them with the pieces we do want. We actually need to go back one more step though, don't we? Because then if I go like that, I think that should work. The conveyors are nice and like cupped like that, so everything should just fall into place. So we're going to buy, actually I already have an auto miner on this, so we just need to find another deposit that can give us emeralds and not run it through a crusher. Yeah, this one will work. Then we'll gently coax it around the corner as soon as it wants to snap on there. Then it's going to go that way. I actually need more conveyor pieces still. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of the conveyor bits. We can start to afford it more and more. We're starting to make a kind of a surplus of money. Then it should be easy to just go like that. And then we'll eventually have the emeralds we need because they won't get crushed on the way through. We only need 1 emerald. There's probably one sitting around somewhere if I really looked. I just can't be bothered. Crushed iron is almost there too. We only need a few more bits. It looks like there's lots right here. And that's going to allow us to make a blast furnace. So we can use crushed iron for something. We're going to have to put a splitter in somewhere. But it's going to get harder and harder to like touch all these and undo them. Oh, we could buy a blast furnace now. I zoned out. I was watching the ore fall down. Analyzes resources passing through it. Do I really care about that? We're going to buy one. It's only $40. Blast furnace is $400. Smelts ore into ingots. I've acquired both of those. Which one's the analyzer? Can I just put that on a like existing spot? Am I allowed to? No, but I'd have to take out a conveyor for that. I guess I can. Where's my hammer? Gotta press all the buttons. That'll be fine for a sec. And we smash one of those in there. Then we can clean up our mess. Yeah, so now we can sit there and watch. Crushed iron, weight 100, tells you the value of things going through. So if you're curious what all this stuff is worth, now you know. Eventually we'll automatically get our emerald, but we also need gold ingots and iron ingots. So I need a deposit that can get us some of that. So I need to go buy more auto miners. I'm going to buy 2 of those. I feel like we're going to be a long ways away, so I'm also going to need a lot of straight conveyors. We'll buy that many for $5.20. We're also going to buy like 10, 11 corner conveyors. I really like how this drops up instantly and then you can just go like that and then it's all on me. The one spot over here actually has a 3% chance of emeralds, which is pretty high. There's also a spot up top I didn't see before. This has a chance at diamonds and crushed iron. Don't want that. We need something that gives us gold. Found one way down here. Gold ore 93%, crushed gold 5.5%. That's actually pretty good. We're quite a ways from home. Actually, we can go up through there. Maybe this is a shortcut. Or maybe it's not. Nope, no it's not. Oh, there's another one right here that also produces gold actually. So this one's even closer, so we're going to work with it first. I'm going to put that all into the first thing it's supposed to and then the second thing. For now, they'll just pile up gold on the ground for me to eat. Look at this thing go. We already have all that gold. What is that go in a conveyor for now? Because I need another grinder thing and then a blast furnace. I think both of which are probably expensive. I do have a blast furnace already. Ore crusher is actually only $200. So that's easy to buy. And then we need more of the raising and lowering conveyors. That's going to help us. I noticed actually there was conveyors for like the bars you can smelt at the bottom. They're more expensive and also locked. I'm not actually sure if the regular conveyors can move a gold bar. I wish I had one to sample. I guess I had them moving on the earlier one, so we'll assume that works. Oh, there's a gold bar or gold piece that fell out. So let's get this little disaster of ours to work. Right away, we're going to go up. Maybe up one more time. Then we can put things into the crusher. I think that's about high enough. So that stuff will come out of there. How big is the blast furnace? It's not actually that big, is it? I wonder if we could put one there, like if we raise out of there. Are we going to have enough room to do this all? I think that's going to work and everything should come out. So then the conveyors can go that way. Is that going to work? I might need a flat first. We don't need to risk that. That can go that way. And then I'm pretty sure we still got room for a flat going that way. I wish I had more light over here, but the conveyors seem to give a bit of light. We'll go up again. Yep, this will work. Okay, neatly at this point, we're just going to go up. And on top of this is going to be a corner. As soon as we get that slapped on there. And then hopefully, yeah, we're producing gold bars now, which are getting stuck there. Now they'll push each other through eventually, especially once they start piling up more. But we can bring the lantern out to actually see that. So that's where the crushed gold goes in. So the gold ingots will start rolling in automatically. We still haven't found our emerald. There's also all of that. I think there's also a diamond on the ground right there in all this. Hope it's not an emerald. It was a diamond, can confirm. We'll just help all that stuff get to where it's going. No, this one, there's an emerald. Perfect. Give me that. We'll go dump that in manually. The gold ingots do not like the abrupt changes in elevation. Okay, the emeralds we're taking as far as here. Because then we get a polishing machine. I assume that's good for polishing gems, which will probably make them worth a lot more. But we're going to have to start getting splitters and stuff. That's going to get confusing. The emerald is worth $30. So one of our quests is now to get the polishing thing. Before doing that, we're going to buy a whole bunch more conveyors because I need them, but then we're going to get a second gold bar producer. The polishing machine, it polishes ingots and gems, making them more valuable. I do want that. For now, though, we're going to get more of these. A whole bunch more. Purchase those. A couple more slope conveyors times 10. And some more corner conveyors times 10. We can get polished things, though. That's fun. I do enjoy making a mountain of gold when I can. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about all this stuff. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we're going to try and get this stuff elsewhere. Now we just need to execute our beautiful design to get everything to where it needs to go. I know the ore doesn't like these abrupt changes in elevation, the hinges, but we'll be fine. Got it almost to where it needs to go. I think at this point we maybe want to do a riser, because then we could do a corner and just drop it straight over to there. That should work real nice. A couple more of those. I think things should drop down pretty quickly. Gold is pretty heavy, so gravity should win this battle. Gotta pull out our light so we can actually see, but we'll watch it drop to make sure it doesn't go too far. That's perfect. Some of these conveyors are starting to get pretty long. There's also a lot of gold that we dropped along the way. And that's perfectly fine because the magnet is very helpful with this. There's actually like so much gold that I can't even pick it up all in one go. It just spills over the conveyors, which is a lot of fun. You can mine a lot of gold a lot of fast. Nice full conveyors. It's even spilling out. That's okay. I need to see what it's doing up at the front though, where it tends to bunch up anyway. They seem to just be pushing each other over. We made over $2,000, so we can get our shiner thing going too. Polishing machine, $2,000. Give me one. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit buy. It's quite something. I think I should be able to squeeze it in right up here actually. I can just put it here. Do they need to drop it or do they go along it? Well, if they need to go on the ground, I can probably actually just go like that. Is that going to work? Do those polish? Yeah, it looked like they did actually. Are they? Is it not far enough? I don't know if this is actually polished. Let's take some of these to the Rito meter over here and see what it says about them. We need to look. Gold ingot, gold ingot, gold ingot. I don't think they made it all the way through. I've got a solution for that. We just break that. And then we put two straight conveyors probably here. So then they fall onto that instead. And then they do go all the way through. And then at the other side, we're going to do a straight conveyor and then a sloped conveyor that will land them where they need to be after one more stretch. And we just spill a billion things along the way. Okay, so that should be a polished gold bar. The other ones might have been. I might have just read that wrong. We have a lot of gold bars just sort of lying around everywhere. There you go. So we also need to deposit 10 polished diamonds and emeralds. So I need to get diamonds and emeralds onto this conveyor as well because I'm too lazy to fix the other things. I'm assuming this can just take other ore too without any whining, but I'll go around and see if there's any higher chance nodes for the other gems. Money isn't going to be a problem for a little while. I'm going to buy 2 of the auto miners, and we're going to go back to buying a lot more of the conveyors. Corner conveyors we also want. Probably that many of the slope conveyors. We'll take another 10 of. So this is a 3% chance of emeralds. That's actually quite good. I just need to find what other one of those exist out there and see if there's a higher number. These ones over here actually have a high chance of gold and diamonds. So I might send them to a similar, because they can connect to my conveyors right over there anyway. They're not far away. This one's got both diamonds and emeralds also. And it's also quick to tie it in. This one here is probably actually my favorite one ever. 1% diamonds, 0.5% emeralds. So then that's easy. We'll just tie it in to right there. While we're at it, there's also another one there. So I'm going to try and combine these. Maybe I should actually use a T thing for the first time ever. Probably not the worst idea in the world. This one looks like it might actually be a splitter. Is that how that works? Yeah, that's not going to work at all. Okay, never mind. Until I understand more how those are going to work, we're just going to do it the clunky, hilarious way by just sort of going under. Whoops, put one over there. That's fine. The snapping can be a little clunky, especially when it's a little bit dark. Anyways, those other two now feed onto that conveyor without getting any of the polishing and stuff done. So by the time the emeralds and things do actually show up out of these high odds things, there's also a node here I can just straight up mine. I'll take these two to the very dark spot, place them manually there, and they're going to get shined up. We'll see what they look like on the other side. And they look the same. It's so annoyingly dark in here that I can actually throw a lantern here to give us some light. I'm actually going to do that. I also need to deposit iron ingots to get a rolling mill and rolling conveyors. I don't know what a rolling mill does. Turns out the lanterns don't stack, but they do make a stacking amount of light, which can always be a lot of fun too. For now, I'm just going to let it go and save up some money. The money piled up a little bit more than I expected it to. We now have $96,000, and I still need to get some iron ingots. Luckily by now I know exactly how to do that. We're going to buy this many auto miners just because I have the money. We also need an ore crusher and a blast furnace. And this deposit way up here is actually perfect because it's all downhill and the thing is right there. So we can just go forward till say here and then drop into the next piece we need, which is the crusher. Or it's going to make me go one step forward. That's fine too. We'll make the room eventually. It turns out you can only put these pieces on this dark part on the ground. I don't have quite the freedom I thought I did. But I think from here the ore should drop straight down in, good enough for me, and it's going to spit out the little bits. So it can exit out. It's probably got to climb up a thing to drop into the smelter, which we need another one of. The smelters are actually really big. I'm gonna have to raise this up one more time, so we'll put it there. That's not really gonna work out super great either, is it? Because now we're gonna have a problem making it reach here. There's a solution for every problem. So now the weird lumpy ingot should make it around the corner and drop straight in. They should start pushing each other up. Why is it so ugly? Why have I been making such bad ingots? But that should count as our first iron ingot, and it doesn't. Why does that not count as an ingot? Is that a proper iron ingot? It's less lumpy. They're counting now, as long as they're not lumpy. I don't know why some of them are coming out lumpy, but when they're not lumpy, they actually count, so I'll take that as a win. You know, for once I've actually built a fairly reasonable functioning operation. You know what? My lumpy ingots are going too slow, and it's been far too long since I've seen a pile of gold. I think one would look very good centered right in this room. I've altered my operation a little bit, so now we should be able to drop gold out of the sky to land right about here. And we can remove anything that's not producing gold and change a few small pieces here so that the gold we do produce does not get turned into anything other than big gold chunks. Now that we got nothing but gold coming up the line, we just got to make a little incision here, and then we got to divert everything up there, which should only take a moment, provided I don't do anything stupid. And just like that, the gold is making its way up. There is a chance the gold can spawn as the little bits right out of the node, but that should be fine. Most of them are going to be these big ones, and the big ones should make a reasonable pile pretty quickly unless they fall through the ground. I'd like it better if we could see them. There we go. Now they're hitting the ground. I pulled some out with the magnet, and hopefully they don't start disappearing on us. They make a very satisfying sound when they crash down. Well, that one got away. I think as long as they're hitting other gold nuggets, they'll stick around. Now it's time to put up a few more of our gold producers and tie them into our little assembly line. There's actually 2 of them here. These will be easy to tie in, especially because we don't really have to do anything other than just guide them. So those 2 are now going to produce their gold, which is going to drop right here and make its way to our giant gold pile. And at this point, I think I actually have all the potential gold producers online. And that's good because it seems to be making the conveyors fairly full overall. And some of those are actually really big. So this will start adding up to a bigger mountain before long. In the meantime, I'll get some of this old stupid stuff out of the way. I am a little worried about this spot. If that jams up bigger and starts to overflow, I'm going to need to catch it here. So I'm just going to make a little catcher below. And if anything overloads, it falls onto this and makes its way right back on track. Well, this is a good start. I'm going to have to let this run for a long time. It turns out it wants to make a pile of soup rather than a mountain. But I am pretty impressed the game is still running. There are still little bits of gold dropping off the conveyor, albeit very slowly. But I'm pretty confident I've made an absolute mockery of this. So we'll wait for the full version to come out and do it even worse.